and even inner calm, because we know what we're doing and we're not having to think so much about what we're doing. So all that being said, welcome, and I hope you enjoy the practice. Please remember, no pain, no pain. So if anything is too much for you, if it causes additional pain or new pain, then back away, do it differently, or don't do it at all, and just sit and breathe deeply and fully. Okay, so let's get started. Your feet are flat on the floor, toes pointed forward, heels under your knees. Sitting in the chair in about the middle, trying not to lean against the back of your chair. And take a moment to allow your body to settle in, to allow your breath to maybe slow down. And also check in with how you're feeling. How does your body feel? How does your breath feel? And begin to soften the area around your eyes and above and between your eyebrows. And then we'll open and close the mouth a few times to begin to release tension in the jaw. And then shift your jaw from side to side. And come back to stillness. And then lift your shoulders up to your ears and let them fall. And do that a few times. Big sigh as you let your shoulders fall. Beginning to let go of the stress and tension that we carry in our bodies. One more time. And then gently and slowly shake your head yes, or nod your head yes. And then shake it no. And come back to stillness. And let's find our feet firmly planted on the floor. And by that I mean, notice the balls of your big toes, the balls of your pinky toes and your heels. And you want those 3 points on each foot pushing down equally. So notice how that engages your legs. And then check in that your shoulders are able to fall away from your ears. That you can imagine a string pulling the crown of your head up. And then on the next exhale, bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Inhale up. And exhale, left ear to left shoulder. And inhale up. And the next time you go over to the right side, stay there. And allow your shoulders to fall away from your ears. Perhaps gazing up towards the floor, so just your eyes moving. Maybe moving your eyes to gaze down. And then inhale, lifting up. And exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Again, shoulders away from your ears, feet firmly planted. And perhaps on an inhale, your eyes look up towards the ceiling. Exhale down towards the floor. And then inhale back up. And exhale there. And then make some circles with your nose as if as if you're drawing on a piece of paper in front of you with your nose. So just gently rolling your neck. And then go in the other direction. And come back to stillness. And I've been talking about the breath, but we haven't really focused on it. So let's take a moment to focus on our breath. We're breathing deeply and fully in and out of the nose. Deep inhales and slow, full exhales. On the inhale, you might notice that your chest expands. And exhale, gently draw your belly into your spine as you release all of the air. And continue breathing like that throughout our practice to the best of your ability. And then clasp your hands together and turn them so the palms are facing away from you. And on the inhale, we're going to extend our arms, and exhale, let them come back towards your body. So you can do this extending from your chest. You could do this extending from your face. Or you could do this extending above your head. And extending is as much as you can. You may not, your elbows might remain bent. That's okay. You want to exert some effort, but with ease, without discomfort, without pain. And next time you extend, stay wherever you are, above your head, in front of your face, in front of your chest. And on an exhale, gently sway to the right. Inhale, lifting up, and exhale to the left. So those deep inhales and slow, full exhales are guiding our movements. So you may move faster than me, you might move slower. The thing is, you just want to move with your breath. And next time you inhale, release your fingers, wiggle them a little bit, and exhale, come down. Inhale, lift your shoulders up to your ears, and exhale back and down. And come to stillness. And then step back a little bit. And you want to extend your legs, lift your legs up, extend your arms. Maybe your knees are bent, maybe your elbows are bent. We're going to roll our wrists and our ankles here with our breath. So still with those deep inhales and slow, full exhales. So maybe you're making 2 or 3 circles with an inhale and 2 or 3 with an exhale. And then go the other way. And then your fingers and your toes are pointed up. Inhale, flex your toes and your fingers towards your body. Exhale, point your toes and lower your fingers. So inhale, lift and flex. Exhale, point and fold. Inhale, feel your chest expand. Exhale, draw your belly into your spine. And then inhale, lifting up. And exhale, wave your hands and your feet from side to side. And lower down. And then step up again so that your feet are flat on the ground. You can tap your heels, maybe shake your arms. Shake over to one side. Imagine you're shaking whatever you need to let go of today or this evening off. Shake to the other side. And back again and again. And shake your arms up. And shake back down and come to stillness. And bring your hands to your side. And inhale, reach your arms up, whatever that means in your body today. Exhale, turn to your right and look to your right. Inhale, arms back up. Exhale, hands down to your left as you look to your left. So we'll continue like that with your breath. Feet stay firmly planted. It's just your upper body moving. And next time, inhale up, reach for the ceiling. And exhale, slowly float down. And this time, inhale, roll one shoulder and the other. And come to stillness. Allow your hands to rest on top of your thighs. And on an inhale, slide your hands towards your body as you lift your chest and your face. And exhale, allow your hands to come out towards your knees and tuck your chin into your chest. So inhale, there's an arch in your back. And exhale, rounding your back. Inhale, feeling your chest expand. Exhale, drawing your belly into your spine. So this is always a good place to check in with the no pain principle. If making the arch is hurting, then don't make it as big. And you could do that by not lifting your chin and your chest as much. If you can't feel that you're making an arch, then you might need to lift your chest and your face a little more. And next time you inhale, lift your chest and your face. And exhale, release to neutral. Now we're going to do an energizing breath. We're going to do lion's breath. If you're familiar with my practices, you're probably familiar with this breath. It's the one where we inhale through our nose and exhale like a lion. And when you exhale, you can wave your hands if you want. Okay, so we're going to do 3 of those. So deep inhale. And come back to a neutral spine. Allow your shoulders to relax away from your ears and take a moment to return to the deep inhales And the slow, full exhales. As you also notice how you feel. How does your throat feel, your tongue, your face? And then bring your hands to your side and we'll prepare for Sun Salutation A. Deep inhale, reach your arms up. Slow, full exhale, fold forward, head is heavy. Deep inhale, halfway lift, hands on your shins. Slow, full exhale, push into your plank, elbows squeezing into your body. Deep inhale, lift your chest and your face. And slow, full exhale, extend your arms in front of you like you're pushing into a wall. Or you can bring your hands below your knees and draw your belly into your spine like a cat. Whichever one you're doing, your shoulders are away from your ears, your feet are firmly planted. You're drawing your belly into your spine and you're breathing deeply. So we'll call that 4 and 5. Deep inhale, halfway lift, hands on your shins. Slow, full exhale, fold forward. Deep inhale, reach your arms out and up. And exhale down through heart center and to your side. We're going to do 3 more of those. Follow along as best you can. And if you're curious, you could also check out, there's a 20-minute Sun Salutation A practice. There's also one that mixes A and B. So bring your hands to your side. Deep inhale, arms up. Slow, full exhale, fold forward. Deep inhale, halfway lift, hands on your shins. Slow, full exhale, hands on your thighs, pushing into a plank. Inhale, lift your chest and your face. And exhale, extend your arms around into cat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on your shins. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale, reach your arms out and up. And exhale down through heart center and to your side. Inhale, stretching up. Exhale, folding forward, head is heavy. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pushing into your plank, elbows squeezing your body. Inhale, lift your chest and your face. And exhale, extend your arms around into cat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale, reach your arms out and up. And exhale down through heart center and to your side. 1 more like that. Deep inhale, arms up. Slow, full exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, push into plank. Inhale, lift your chest and your face. And exhale, extend your arms around into cat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on your shins. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale down through heart center and to your side. Now we'll do 2 version B, almost the same. Deep inhale, arms up. Slow, full exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, push into your plank. Inhale, lift your chest. Here it gets a little different. Exhale, round into a cat that we're not going to hold. Inhale, squeeze your right knee into your chest as you look up, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, push into your plank. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, round into a cat. Inhale, squeeze your left knee in. Exhale, push into plank. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, extend your arms around into cat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale, reach your arms out and up. And exhale down through heart center and to your side. 1 more like that. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, push into your plank. Inhale, lift your chest and your face. And exhale, extend your arms or round into cat. And that's wrong, that's an A. So we'll just throw an A in here. 4 and 5. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale down through heart center and to your side. So now we'll do another B. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, push into plank. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, round into a cat. Inhale, squeeze your right knee into your chest. Exhale, push into plank. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, round into a cat. Inhale, squeeze your left knee. Exhale, push into plank. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, extend your arms around into cat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale, reach your arms out and up. And exhale down through heart center and to your side. Nice. Now walk your feet so they're about the width of your chair. Toes still pointed forward. You want your feet firmly planted, and they're going to stay firmly planted. Shoulders away from your ears, string pulling the crown of your head up. And on inhale, squeeze your thighs together, keeping your feet firmly planted. Exhale, open up. Inhale, squeeze your thighs towards one another. And exhale, open up. If you've been doing these hip practices, the other ones in the collection, you might notice that you're squeezing your thighs a little more than you were when you first started. Point is that you're exerting some effort without causing any discomfort. And in this case, keeping your feet flat. exhale, release. And then bring your feet back to where they were at the beginning, about hip distance apart. And slide back just a little bit in your chair. And on an inhale, lift up your right foot. Exhale, slowly lower it down. Inhale, lift up your left. Exhale, down. So here, we're trying to lift as high as we can without leaning back. We're also trying to move slowly with our breath, so our foot does not come down into the bottom of the exhale. Okay, so you can continue lifting one leg at a time, or you can play around with lifting both. Still not leaning back. So you'll notice if you lift up both, they don't come up very high, but you also might really notice the engagement in your thighs and your hips. If that's too much, let's continue one leg at a time. And we'll do one more on each side, or two more if you're lifting both legs. And release. Nice. Now walk forward so that you can walk your feet out. Toes and knees pointed in the same direction. Feel your feet firmly planted, those 3 points on each foot. So your legs are engaged. Inhale, feel the string pull the crown of your head up. And exhale, hinge from your hips. So your back is flat, shoulders away from your ears. Neck is nice and long, so you're neither looking up at the screen, nor are you tucking your chin into your chest. And you're pushing into your feet, feeling how strong your legs are. And you can stay here, or you may begin swaying from side to side. Whatever you're doing, you're breathing deeply and fully. And on your next exhales, maybe stop in the middle. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale when you get there. Take another deep inhale. And slow, full exhale. And then bring your hands, pushing your palms against one another as much as you're pushing into your feet. Shoulders away from your ears. String pulling the crown of your head up. Imagine you could just push yourself right up out of your chair and feel how strong and powerful you are. And know that if someone were to see you right now, they might think, oh, she just looks very calm and peaceful. And know that in addition to being calm and peaceful, you're very strong and powerful in this seated goddess. And exhale, release. And then walk your feet back towards one another and windshield wiper your knees from side to side, allowing your feet to roll with your knees. And then walk your feet back out. And I forgot to mention, the text will say it, but I forgot to mention that you need a block. So if you have a block, you might want to pause the video and go and get it. Or you don't need it, absolutely, either. Okay? So if you have a block, you're going to take the block in your right hand and set it down just near your right heel. What we're going to do, I'm going to show you without the block. We're going to bring our right hand into our right thigh. So the block is there to put your hand on if you'd like to, but you don't need it, absolutely. If you use the block, you can use the high, the medium, or the low. Whichever one you choose, you want to be able to keep your left hip firmly planted. So bring your left hand to your hip, gaze over your left shoulder, Feel your feet firmly planted, your sits bones equal in the chair, and maybe lift that left arm up. Maybe look up towards that left arm. And breathe. Deep inhales and slow, full exhales for this seated triangle. And then inhale, lift your arms up, bring the block with you. Exhale, bring your hands together, swapping the block. Inhale, open back up. And exhale, bring that block down on the left side if you're using a block. So now your left hand, your left forearm is inside your leg. Left hand is down, maybe on the block, maybe not. Right hand to your hip, gazing up over your hip, over your shoulder. And then maybe lift that arm up. Deep inhales, slow, full exhales, gazing towards the fingers if you can. And then inhale, bring your arms out. We don't need the block. And exhale, float on down. Now, you can move the block out of the way. Bring your right forearm to your right leg, right thigh with your palm facing up, and your left arm over your left ear. And again, perhaps gazing towards the ceiling, but always being mindful of your neck. Sits bones equally planted. You're sitting evenly in the chair. Think about shoulders being away from your ears, even here. And breathing, always breathing. And then inhale, bring your arms out to a T. And exhale, your left forearm on your left thigh, right arm out over your right ear. And breathing deeply and fully. And inhale, stretch your arms out. Exhale, release. Walk your feet back towards one another. And once again, windshield wiper your knees from side to side. And come to stillness. Walk back in your chair so you're once again in the middle where we started. And bring your hands to your side, push down into your left foot, lift up your right heel, and that might be enough. You might lift up your right foot. You might extend your legs. So there's 3 possibilities here, and really 4 because you could extend your leg with your knee bent. Now pushing into that left foot, shoulders away from your ears. String pulling the crown of your head up. Breathe deeply and fully, imagining that you're standing on that left foot. There's no chair. And exhale, release. And then push into the right foot, lift up the left heel, left foot, maybe extend the left leg, arms at your side, shoulders away from your ears. Now you're pushing into that right foot as if it's what's holding you up. And exhale, release. And give your toes or your heels a little tap. Come to stillness. Open your arms out wide. And exhale, give yourself a hug. Inhale, tilt forward, pushing into your feet as if you were going to stand up. And exhale back. And again, tilt forward, pushing into your feet as if you're lifting yourself. And exhale back. We're going to do 3 more. And if you'd like, you could go ahead and lift yourself. Or not. When when we do yoga on demand, we're missing the community of an in-person class, but we're gaining the anonymity of being alone, and nobody really knows what you're doing, which is beautiful, right? Takes a lot of pressure off. And unwind your arms, roll one shoulder and the other. Because yoga is definitely not a competitive sport, but sometimes when we're in a room full of people, we compare ourselves, we worry about what they're doing. That's one of the beautiful things about doing it on demand in the privacy of your own space. And come to stillness. And then step your feet back so your heels are closer to the chair than your knees. So for most of the class, we've had the heels under the knees. Now they come back. Bring your hands to your side. Tilt forward a little bit. And on an inhale, push into your feet, bringing your arms outside of your ears. Maybe your hips come up. And exhale back. So we're doing like a chair in a chair. So inhale, arms out, maybe hips come up. Exhale down. Again, push into your feet. And next time, we'll stay wherever we are. So if your hips are lifting up, think about your belly drawing into your spine. Wherever you are, think about your arms being outside of your ears. Maybe you can even touch the outside of your ears with your arms. And breathe. And exhale down. And then we'll stand on up. So if you can do it with the chair, that's great. If you need to use your hands to help you up, that's fine too. Big stretch. And float your arms on down. Nice. Now come behind your chair. I'm going to stand to the side of my chair so you can better see what I'm doing. But your chair, I'd like you to be behind your chair so that it's there as you need it. Okay? The first exercise we're going to do, we're going to find those feet, those firmly grounded feet, and they're going to stay there. And we're going to shift our weight without our feet coming up and down. Okay? So what I mean by that is on an inhale, shift the weight to the balls of your feet, keeping the heels on the ground. And then exhale, shift the weight to the heels, keeping your toes on the ground. It's a very subtle movement, but notice all the engagement in your legs and your core as you keep those feet flat on the ground. So if you'd like to stay seated for this, you may. You can also do this in the chair. And then come to stillness. And we'll do the same thing, shifting side to side. So on the inhale, shift the weight to one edge, and exhale to the other. Again, the feet don't come up. And notice maybe the engagement of some different muscles in your legs and your core. And then come back to stillness. And give your legs a little shake. And we'll make some circles. So shift the weight to the balls of your feet, to one edge, to the heels, to the other edge, and back to the balls. Think about one deep inhale to get about halfway, and one slow, full exhale to complete. And then go in the other direction. And come to stillness. Give your legs a shake. And now you're still behind your chair, so you don't need to move your chair at all. I'm going to move mine so you can see what I'm doing. Okay? Move my block out of the way. I'm going to roll up my pants legs so you can see what my legs are doing. You don't have to roll up your pants legs. So step your right foot back. And I want you to be on the ball of that right foot, okay? So you're pushing back with your heel, but your heel is not coming to the ground. Bend your left knee. Left foot is flat on the ground. Square your hips so they're with the chair. And then maybe lift up one arm, maybe both. Deep inhales, slow, full exhales. In this runner's lunge. And that back knee could be bent. You can be holding onto your chair. And exhale, release, and we'll do the other side. So now step the left foot back. You're on the ball of the left foot, pushing into that left heel, but keeping the left heel up. Bend the right knee, right foot is flat. Bring your arms up. Or maybe just one arm, maybe both arms are maybe both hands are hanging on. And breathe deeply and fully. Again, maybe that back knee's bent a little bit, maybe the legs extended. Shoulders away from your ears. And exhale, release. So you're behind your chair. I'm going to again come out to the edge. Shake it out a little bit. And now we're going to do a tree. So there's a lot of versions of tree. You can bring the heel of your foot onto your foot. You can bring the heel of your foot to your ankle. You could bring your foot to your calf, or you can just lift your leg. We're just trying to stand on one foot. Okay, and you don't want to look at me while you're doing this. So you want to find something probably on the floor about 5 or 6 feet in front of you to look at. So root into your left foot and bring your right foot wherever you'd like it to go. And know that wherever you'd like it to go, you want to be able to breathe deeply and fully. So if the position you've chosen is one that does not allow you to breathe deeply and fully, switch it up. You might bring one or both hands to heart center. You're behind your chair, so maybe you're holding on to your chair. You might bring one or both arms up. And exhale, bring your hands together if they're apart, knee towards the front, lower down, shake it out. And we'll do the other side. So root into your right foot and bring your left foot wherever you'd like it to go. Again, permission to use the chair. Your toes can be on the ground, that's still working. I'm still recovering from some tendinitis, so on this side I keep my toes down. Maybe bring one or both hands to heart center. Remember, you're breathing deeply and fully, teaching your body that what you're doing is okay. Maybe one or both arms come up. And bring your hands together, knee towards the front. Shake it out. Shake out your legs. Shake your arms. And then come back to seated. And once again, find that space where you're in the middle of your chair. And give your right leg a kick. Just kind of let it gently rise and fall, listening to your knee. And then take that right foot and cross it over the left. So the left foot is firmly planted. Okay, the right foot's across. So you can stay here. We're going to ultimately fold forward. You can stay here, or you can lift that right ankle onto your left thigh. Whichever you choose, make sure you're sitting evenly in your chair, shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, hinge from your hips. So once again, a flat back is more important than how far down you go. Shoulders are away from your ears, pushing into that left foot. Breathing deeply and fully. Maybe flexing those right toes towards your right knee. Continuing to sit evenly in your chair. And inhale, slowly come up. Exhale there. Unwind your leg, give it a nice kick. And then come to stillness. And we'll do the other side. So give that left leg a kick. Always giving yourself the grace of understanding that each side of our body can be different. We're dealing with our hips and our knees here. It can be very different from side to side. Listen to your body. Be kind and compassionate with yourself. And then cross that left foot over the right. The right foot is firmly planted. You can stay here or lift that left ankle onto the right leg. Sitting evenly in your chair. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge from your hips. Pushing into that right foot. Shoulders away from your ears. Back is flat. Maybe flexing those left toes towards your left knee. Breathing deeply and fully into the seated pigeon. And inhale, slowly come up. Exhale there. Unwind your leg, give it another kick. And then coming to stillness. Turn your palms up and begin to settle in as we start to close with some calming breath work, a little self-massage, and a seated shavasana. So the breath is going to be the bee breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out like a bee. I like to bring my tongue behind my teeth and go zzz. Some people prefer a hum, so their mouth is closed and they're So whichever you prefer. We're going to try to extend that buzz or that hum as long as we can. So drawing your belly into your spine, extending, extending, extending that exhale. And then you'll begin again. Okay, so using your pace. Do not need to keep up with me at all. You might go faster or slower. So deep inhale. When you finish the exhale that you're on, allow your breath to return to normal. And take a moment to check in. How does your body feel? How does your breath feel? Have there been any shifts since we started? And on an inhale, open your arms out wide, back behind you as much as they'll go, stretching your chest and your face up. And taking a few breaths here. And exhale, release. And bring your hands into gentle fists. And we'll begin tapping the chest. Get your neck, the sides, the front, the back. Maybe it feels good to get up into your scalp. Maybe it feels good to get your cheeks a little bit. Wherever you are, come back to your chest. And then go down one arm with the palm down. And then turn that palm up, coming up the inside of the arm. And lift the arm, get under your arm. Just getting our circulatory system moving. A little movement in the lymphatic system as well. And then down the other arm. And up the inside. And lift that arm. And back to the chest. And the belly area. And tilt forward. Get your lower back if you can. Maybe even your middle back. And your hips. Got a microphone there I gotta be careful of. And then your legs. And get the outer thighs. Tops of your thighs, maybe your inner thighs. And if you'd like, you could bend over and get your calves and your shins and your ankles. Get behind your knees. And come back up. Allow your hands to rest at your side and scoot back. So finally you're resting against your chair. Take a moment, notice the sensations in your body and your hands. And then inhale, lift up your arms and your legs, big, big stretch. And exhale down. And then again, this time make fists, flex your feet. And exhale down. One more time. Make fists, flex your feet, squeeze your mouth. And release. And then get as comfortable as you'd like in your chair. If you can get up and down from the floor, so you could even lie down on your mat or your floor here for Shavasana. So wherever you are, get comfortable. Hands wherever you'd like them to be. Feet wherever you'd like them to be. I like to go out a little farther with my feet. I like to rest my hands on my legs with my palms up, but there's really no right way to rest other than we're trying to allow our bodies to absorb the movement, trying to let go of any remaining tension or tightness. So once again, soften around your eyes. Soften above and between your eyebrows. Soften your temples, your cheeks. Unclench your jaw. Allow your shoulders to fall away from your ears. And then allow them to fall away one more time. Allow your hips to sink into the chair. And for the next few exhales, continue to allow your body to sink into the chair. Focusing your attention on that sensation of your body sinking into the chair. The sensation of your body letting go of tension and stress. The sensation of your mind letting go of stress and tension as it focuses only on the body. Let your next inhale be a deep, deep inhale. Maybe hold it at the top and then sigh it out your mouth. And do that 2 more times. And then gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. And roll your wrists and your ankles slowly in one direction. And then the other. And reach your arms up. Maybe your legs come up too. Another big stretch. And if it feels good, you might sway from side to side. And next time your arms are up, give them another big stretch. And bring your hands together, lower to heart center, lower your feet. And take a moment of gratitude, especially for the kindness and compassion that you showed yourself by practicing today. Increasing your capacity to be kind and compassionate with others. The light in me sees and honors the light in you, which is what Namaste means. So, Namaste. Thank you so much. You sit and breathe and meditation or go about your day or evening. Until next time, bye.